Welcome to Ping 24. Updates. Your daily dose of what is happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Across the Philippine archipelago, a wave of new naval facilities is rapidly taking shape, transforming once quiet coastlines into bustling centers of military activity. These construction projects are not just about new buildings, they represent a significant shift in the region's security dynamics. With substantial support and funding from the United States, the Philippines is strengthening its maritime defenses, reshaping Southeast Asia's security landscape in the process. American engineers and military advisors are working side by side with their Filipino counterparts, sharing expertise and resources to accelerate the development of these strategic hubs. These new bases are a direct response to China's increasing assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea. By expanding their presence, the US and the Philippines are sending a clear signal. Their alliance is stronger than ever, and they are committed to maintaining stability in these contested waters. The facilities are designed to keep the Philippine Navy agile, well-supplied, and ready to respond to any challenge. By overcoming past logistical hurdles, these hubs enable a more persistent and effective maritime presence, allowing for faster deployment and better coordination during patrols and emergencies. This upgrade empowers the Philippines to better protect its vital fishing grounds and natural resources, while also asserting its sovereignty against larger, more powerful naval forces that have previously challenged its territorial claims. Beyond national defense, the new bases play a crucial role in a broader regional strategy to uphold international law. They reinforce the 2016 tribunal ruling that invalidated China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea, supporting the rights of all nations to operate freely in these waters. The US investment in these hubs sends a powerful message to the world. The Indo-Pacific should remain free and open, with every nation able to navigate and trade without fear of intimidation or coercion. As these developments unfold, Manila finds itself at the center of a new era in maritime security cooperation, one that promises greater stability, stronger alliances, and a renewed commitment to peace in the region. Palawan, the Philippines' westernmost island, is now home to new US-funded naval repair and support facilities, especially at Oyster Bay. Chosen for its proximity to the Spratly Islands, Oyster Bay allows the Philippine Navy to maintain and resupply ships much faster than before. The facilities include workshops, dry docks, and secure storage, supporting everything from patrol boats to larger warships. With these upgrades, ships no longer need to travel far for repairs, boosting operational readiness and endurance. Modern communication systems and command centers enable real-time coordination and faster responses to incidents at sea. US funding also supports advanced training for Filipino personnel, building long-term self-reliance. Palawan's new hubs show the Philippines is proactively securing its maritime future. The new facilities being built near the Spratly Islands mark a significant step forward for the Philippine Navy. These bases are strategically located on remote islands, allowing the military to project its presence deeper into the West Philippine Sea than ever before. With modern infrastructure and improved support systems, the Navy can now maintain a constant watch over these contested waters, ensuring that Philippine interests are safeguarded at all times. These upgrades let the Philippine Navy conduct longer, more frequent patrols in areas where tensions often run high. Ships can now venture farther from the mainland, staying at sea for extended periods, without needing to return for supplies or repairs as often. This means that naval vessels can spend more time monitoring critical hotspots like Mischief Reef and Scarborough Shoal, directly challenging China's growing presence and activities in these disputed regions. The ability to maintain a visible and persistent presence is crucial for asserting Philippine sovereignty. Faster repairs and more efficient resupply operations mean there are fewer gaps in patrol coverage. The fleet is now more reliable and ready to respond to any situation at a moment's notice, whether it's a routine patrol or an unexpected incident at sea. These new hubs act as force multipliers, allowing a relatively modest Navy to have a much bigger impact at sea. By coordinating their operations and sharing resources, the Navy can cover more territory and respond more effectively to emerging threats. The improved logistics network also supports the Philippine Coast Guard and fisheries agencies, enabling a more coordinated and unified approach to maritime law enforcement. This collaboration ensures that all government vessels can operate efficiently and support each other in protecting the country's maritime resources. Persistent patrols not only help protect Filipino fishermen from harassment and illegal activities, but also allow authorities to document and respond to violations of maritime law. This presence reassures local communities and strengthens the country's claim to its waters. The result is a stronger, more visible assertion of Philippine sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. Every patrol, every flag raised, and every operation sends a clear message that the Philippines is committed to defending its territory. With these advancements, the Philippines is now better equipped than ever to enforce its laws, defend its maritime boundaries, and protect its people and resources in the West Philippine Sea. These naval hubs are made possible by the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, signed by the U.S. and the Philippines in 2014. EDCA allows the U.S. to fund upgrades at Philippine bases, but without establishing permanent American bases. The U.S. builds and improves facilities, which remain Philippine property, while both sides use them for joint training and humanitarian missions. The number of EDCA sites has grown, with new locations in Palawan and northern Luzon, boosting readiness for a range of contingencies. This partnership modernizes the Philippine military and deepens the alliance, sending a strong deterrent signal to potential adversaries. EDCA is now a cornerstone of regional security. The upgrades extend far beyond Oyster Bay, forming a comprehensive nationwide network of improved defense and logistics hubs. Across the archipelago, the Philippine military is investing in new infrastructure to ensure rapid deployment and sustained operations, no matter where a threat may arise. These upgrades are not isolated projects, but part of a coordinated strategy to reinforce the country's security from north to south. Airbases like Antonio Bautista and Palawan are being modernized with state-of-the-art technology to enhance air surveillance and response capabilities over the West Philippine Sea. Upgraded radar systems, longer runways, and improved hangars allow for faster scramble times and better monitoring of the country's vast maritime domain. New naval facilities on Balabac Island and significant upgrades on Pag-asa Island's runway are strengthening control over key maritime routes and remote outposts. These strategic locations serve as forward operating bases, enabling the Navy to project power and maintain a constant presence in contested waters. These improvements support both military and civilian needs, from more reliable supply lines to enhanced economic development and faster disaster response. Upgraded ports and roads mean that aid and resources can reach isolated communities more quickly during emergencies, while also supporting local commerce. Dual-use infrastructure benefits local communities, boosting resilience and livelihoods. Fishermen gain safer access to the sea, markets thrive near new roads, and villages become more connected, all while the military gains strategic mobility. A distributed network of bases increases operational flexibility and makes it much harder for adversaries to disrupt Philippine operations. Forces can be repositioned quickly, and supply chains remain robust even if one location is threatened. This layered defense posture leverages the archipelago's unique geography as a strategic advantage, creating overlapping zones of control and surveillance that deter potential incursions. The Philippines is building a robust, adaptable security architecture, one that not only protects its sovereignty, but also empowers its people and strengthens the nation's future. Geography is key. Palawan's new facilities are just hours from the Spratly Islands, drastically reducing response times to maritime incidents. This proximity allows the Philippines to quickly counter Chinese Coast Guard and militia activities, supporting its fishermen and documenting coercion. Bases in Palawan also enhance intelligence and surveillance, with aircraft and drones monitoring disputed areas in real time. Rapid deployment from nearby hubs deters aggression and signals resolve to defend Philippine rights. The strategic placement of these facilities raises the risks for any would-be aggressor, making unilateral actions more costly. Close monitoring helps prevent further militarization and escalation. Geography here is an active tool of defense, not just a backdrop. The Philippines is leveraging its location to strengthen its security. The U.S.-Philippine naval buildup is a direct response to China's militarization of the South China Sea. Over the past decade, China has built and armed artificial islands in the Spratlys, projecting power deep into Southeast Asia. These bases host runways, radars, and missiles, enabling China to enforce its sweeping claims and intimidate neighbors. Despite a 2016 international tribunal ruling in favor of the Philippines, Beijing continues its aggressive activities and rejects the verdict. Chinese actions undermine international law and threaten the daily livelihoods of Filipino fishermen. The new Philippine naval hubs are urgently needed to counter this pressure and defend national interests. The stakes are high. This is about sovereignty, security, and the rule of law. The new US-backed facilities have heightened tensions with China, raising the risk of confrontation in the West Philippine Sea. Beijing sees these moves as containment, warning Manila against deepening ties with Washington. More assertive Philippine patrols mean more frequent encounters with Chinese vessels, increasing the risk of dangerous incidents. Each standoff could escalate, potentially drawing in the U.S. under its defense treaty with the Philippines. Manila must balance defending its sovereignty with avoiding open conflict, using the new hubs for credible but measured responses. The South China Sea's stability is a global concern, given its importance to world trade. The challenge deter aggression, uphold international law, and prevent the dispute from spiraling into crisis. Careful diplomacy and operational restraint are essential. The U.S.-Philippine alliance, strengthened by new naval facilities, is a vital response to today's security challenges. These projects are defensive, giving the Philippines the means to protect its rights and territory under international law. The focus now is on operationalizing these hubs, enhancing joint training, and expanding cooperation with other regional partners. The Philippines is emerging as a central player in Indo-Pacific security, leveraging its location and alliances. The story of these naval hubs is one of resilience and determination in the face of growing threats. The message is clear: the rule of law, not force, must prevail in the West Philippine Sea.